1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show.
In various places, some want to be doctors, some teachers, some this, but we all sort of have something that we want to do or want to be, or something we get interested in. So you're right, I think that's where we find out what gives us our buzz, our high in life. So the next thing, what makes you laugh?
I don't mean to promote this guy, but Jeanette and I, we were away at the weekend, went to Rotherham, and we stayed in a beautiful hotel called the Hellaby House or something. Anyway, and they happen to have, this is the first time I've seen it in any hotel, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, but they happen to have a free Netflix on the telly. I couldn't believe it. I just pushed the Netflix button and it came on. And selected a profile. Anyway, so there's this guy, and I'm not promoting him, but if you watch it, you're gonna love it. It's called Tom Papa. He's a comedian, and he just takes every single aspect of his life and he makes a joke about it. He make a joke about his two daughters, as they were growing up. If you watch the previous episodes, or the previous episodes he's done, or Netflix series, as specials as they call it, he's done it over the years, and it'll tell you progressively how the children grew up and how he is now. And you can tell from the look. At one point he had a full head of hair, and now he's gradually going bald. And I sat down there and I put it on. And I thought the wife would love this. Anyway, I put it on, and she just carried on talking to me. I said, "Oh, listen to this. Listen, you gotta love it." She never did. She just sat there. She just talked the whole time through it. So anyway, I got a bit frustrated. So I said, "Right, we're not watching it anymore." She said, "What is it?" I said, "Have you not been listening?" Anyway, so that makes me laugh. A good comedy. A really good comedy, without the swearing, without the really bad language or a really rubbish topic. So for instance, some comedians, they talk about their sex life and stuff like that. I don't want to know that. But if you just like something like sort of, the only person I can compare it to in British comedy is it Michael? I've forgotten his last name, but I know his first name is Michael. Is it Macintosh? No. Anyway.
Yeah, I think yes. It's I know who you mean.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Michael, but it's Macintosh something, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't actually watch him, but I know who you mean.
Yeah, but it's really funny. And another one I like is Peter Kay. Is it Peter Kay? Yeah, Peter Kay. Yeah, so I love comedians like that. And a good comedy, a good stand-up comedy, I love it. And that's what makes me laugh. And people watching as well. I just observe people. Sometimes I just sit down there when people are having a conversation, and I just listen in. And I think, oh dear, man, I sort of analyze or profile people, not in a bad way, not in a judgmental way, but sort of analyze them. Because some people are very, very competitive, and it'll come out in what they say. They like to have the last word. Sometimes you see people hijacking other people's conversation and running along with it. You could start a conversation, you could start a good conversation, and guaranteed they will not let you finish that.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang. With fun.
They will not let you finish that conversation. They just hijack it and run along with it. And I love that. I just love listening to people. I love listening to people. I love listening to comedy. It really makes me laugh. Yeah, so that's what makes me laugh.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. Some comedians can be very good, and it's a tough thing, I guess, to stand up as a stand-up comic and actually say things to try and make people laugh. Partly because we all, in a way, have a different sense of humour. You said that Jeanette perhaps didn't laugh at what you were laughing at, and vice versa. So it's a very subjective thing, humour. So the best comics really do a great job in difficult circumstances. I think I may have said before, but the person who always has, in fact, he's not on so much nowadays or hasn't done many shows, but Tim Vine, you may or may not know, but to listen to him with his one-liners, there's not many people who can make me really, sort of get wet around my eyes with laughter. Some of Basil Fawlty, of course, if you watch reruns
Oh yeah,
of
yeah, I've seen that.
Towers, that was just incredible humour. And yeah, I think, as the old saying goes, laughter is the best medicine. It's very
It
good.
is.
It's worth a bottle of pills, really, if you can laugh, like a drain, as they say. Then I think that's going to be a good physical thing for you. Okay, so that's what makes you laugh. So what makes you cry? Perhaps a better way to ask that is, when you were a little boy, growing up, do you remember if you cried much? Were you told by your parents, big boys don't cry, which is what us boys were told very often? Big boys don't cry. In other words, you've got to clam up your emotions. You mustn't let anybody know what you think. So yeah, crying is a bit of a taboo for many boys and men, and even men. I mean, I think nowadays we witness far more emotions on the TV, perhaps at a football match, when the winning team, they get the right result. You can see the emotion, and I experienced it at Wembley last year when Palace won the FA Cup. I mean, we were all standing there in kind of tears of happy emotion. It was the most amazing feeling, really, to have that. So would you say either you ever reached that emotional point where you may cry, or have cried, or did you as a youngster, or do you maintain the advice, big boys don't cry?
Yeah, I don't. I used to, as a child. I was quite in touch with my emotions when I was growing up as a child, and I would basically cry at most things. And some of those things are just nonsense things, really, because sometimes I'll cry.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang.